Inside of every Etsy seller account, there is a hidden gem called your share and save link. It's a little known feature that can cut your Etsy seller fees in more than just half. Normally, when Etsy charges you, you get charged 6.5% on your total sale amount, including the shipping that you collected from your buyer. But if you get a purchase through your share and save link, this fee drops to only 2.5%. In this month alone, we have generated over $2,400 from the share and save link, and this has saved us over $100 in fees. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this without needing to use influencers, making a bunch of viral videos on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, or becoming the influencer, or even needing followers. This is the absolute lowest hanging fruit to just increase your sales based off of your past sales traffic that I would argue most people are ignoring, and you're just kind of leaving money on the table. So let's get into it. So part one of this video is called keeping the conversation going. The number one principle that you have to understand whether you're selling on Etsy or anywhere else is this: your past customers are your hottest traffic source for your future sales. So let me repeat that. People that have already spent money with you are your closest point of contact to making more money or spending more money with you. And the absolute worst thing that you can do is get a sale on Etsy or anywhere and say, bye customer, like I'm never going to talk to you ever again. No, this is not what we want to do. We want to keep that conversation going as long as possible. Better yet, we would like for them to even make more micro commitments to us after their sale, because those micro commitments, believe it or not, psychologically are them becoming more loyal customers and more likely to purchase again, which is what we want. So here are a couple of really powerful ideas that you could implement. And I'll even reveal some of the things that we do to keep that conversation going. So a couple of examples is asking them to follow you on Instagram in exchange for a discount code. Another one is offering them a complimentary product with their purchase, asking them to become an ambassador or brand influencer, inviting them into a giveaway or a contest where they have to do something in exchange to enter to win. Encourage them to tag you on social media in exchange for a discount code or maybe a free item, or to enter the contest, or ask them to join a newsletter where they'll get exclusive discounts that they otherwise wouldn't get, throughout the year, basically. Now, these are all examples of how you can keep that conversation going, but it's really important that you choose the proper vehicle to deliver these messages. Now, just backing up here, some of the things that we have done that I just listed are actually all of them. At any given time in my e-commerce business, we have done all of them: ambassador programs, newsletters, giveaways, contests, follow us on social media in exchange for a discount code. We have done all of them. And I can tell you our repeat buyer rate was more than double than average. So part two is owning your audience, right? So again, like we said, it's really important that we're choosing the right vehicle to deliver this message. And one thing that you have to understand about Etsy is that you technically don't own your customer data, right? Because you're selling on a third-party platform. You don't actually own Etsy.com, and that's why they don't just straight up give you your customer contact information. In a business that you technically own the full entirety control of it, right? You have your customer's name, their phone number, and their email address, right? Etsy doesn't just give this to you because they don't want you to take their customers and then drive them somewhere else. And that's totally understandable. However, there is a proper way to achieve this so you can deliver these messages and actually get them coming back to Etsy with that share and save link that we mentioned, so that you're continuing to grow your Etsy shop with additional traffic that you wouldn't otherwise be getting. When you don't own your own customer data, this also means that if Etsy, for whatever reason, decides to shut you down one day, you are left with absolutely no pool of customers to tap into, or what is the most powerful, most valuable thing of your business is your buyer's list. And the vehicle that we've been using since 2018 for our Etsy and our Shopify store is Omnisend. And yes, Omnisend is an all-in-one platform that can build your email list, help you run contests, send discount codes, right? Have a sign-up form. It does all of the stuff for you. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do this for Etsy specifically. But before we do that, you might be asking, but isn't this illegal? Aren't you not allowed to just take your emails and basically subscribe them to a newsletter or some sort of thing that then retargets them? And the answer is yes, you can't illegally just steal Etsy's emails or your emails from Etsy. It's not really stealing since it is yours, but in Etsy's eyes, that's stealing. So yes, you need to do this ethically and legally. So that is what we're going to talk about right now. So part 3 is build your list. Let's talk about how you're actually going to go ahead and start building this pool of buyers that you can retarget. Remember, you can't just send an email without consent, so they need to opt into it somehow. To make this happen, to make someone want to make a micro commitment to you after they purchase, you have to have a sexy offer. So there has to be something in there incentivizing them to want to sign up for your list. So then you can ask them to follow you on Instagram, give them a discount code for Halloween or Christmas or whatever, right? But to get them there, to be able to deliver all these messages, we first need to get them to opt in and make that commitment. So one way you can do this is by basically after every single purchase, you could offer them an exclusive discount if they join your newsletter. So you can say, thank you so much for your purchase. If you would like more exclusive deals and discounts, right, please sign up for our newsletter, right? Just like that. Or you could even go a step further and offer them the discount to sign up for the newsletter. So you could compound those two concepts together. Hey, we will send you a 20% off discount your next order if you sign up for our newsletter. This newsletter is exclusively giving you discounts and offers and contests and ambassador program perks that you otherwise wouldn't get if you join our list, right? So, there's different layers of how sexy you can make it. Obviously, the sexier you make it, the better the conversion you will get on this newsletter sign up. And we manually send this after every single purchase to our customers. And we make it very clear in the copy that it's still for our Etsy shop. So if Etsy ever came back and tried to tell us that we can't do that, even though they do say in their terms and conditions you are allowed to have an email list, right? We can at least assure them that we're sending our Etsy traffic back to Etsy and our Shopify traffic back to Shopify. We're not crossing over. So sending this directly to your Etsy customers after they purchase manually is one way you can get people to sign up. A second way is on your product inserts. You can put a QR code with that same offer to try to get them to sign up there as well. You also have the option to put this in your shop announcements right on your Etsy storefront page. You could add the link inside of your listing descriptions. You can even put a QR code in your Etsy listings images, right, where they could scan the QR code, and that could even help contribute to your conversion rate on the listing. If they scan that QR code, they'll get a 10% discount or something like that. And you can, with Omnisend, you can make multiple landing pages for them to opt in, right? So if you want to have a 10% off discount code if they join the newsletter before they purchase, right? And then a 25% off upsell discount code after they purchase, right? Those are two different landing pages where they can opt into two different forms that all can be set up inside of Omnisend. And inside of Omnisend, it's super simple. So you just come in here, create a form, right? You set up that form, and that form is going to yield a link. And then you take that link and you can put that inside of a QR code for your images. You can put that link inside of your description, inside of your announcement. You can even put it in the message to buyers. After every single purchase, there's an automated message that Etsy sends that you can edit, and you could add that link in there as well. So there's many moments of truth. Even if you're only capitalizing on 10% of your purchases or 10% of your traffic of people opting into this, over time, year over year, this will grow to thousands of people. And the rule of thumb with email marketing is that if you're at minimum sending out 1 to 2 emails, or better yet, 1 to 2 emails and 1 to 2 text messages per week, one lead should equate to $1 per month. So if you have 20,000 people on your email list, you should be making at least $20,000 a month just from the people in your list, not including all of your other buyers, right? So if you do this over time, that snowball effect will happen. And if you keep sending out valuable emails and not spamming your list, right, you can really build a strong relationship. Now we're getting into part 4, where we're talking about email marketing that actually works. So, right, we don't want to just spam our customers over and over again. We want to make valuable driven emails. We won't even try to sell anything. We'll just show some of our top reviews and shout out some of our most happy customers. We'll share storytelling time of behind the scenes, how we run our office, give them an inside look of the behind the scenes. Kind of like when you go to a winery and then they give you a cellar tour, right? You just build that relationship and that connection with that place so much more when you can see the behind the scenes or an exclusive look. Again, you have your giveaways, your contests. If you follow us on Instagram, we will give you this, right? There's all these different types of things that you can be sending that are really leading with value and not really considered spam. And of course, just like Omnisend has a bunch of templates for your form sign up, they also have a bunch of templates for the actual email campaigns that you're sending. And it all can be set up in an automated way. So if someone opts into those forms, then they will automatically be sent that offer or that discount. So circling completely back to how does this all relate back to that share and save? So that $2,400 that we made in just the last month was only from our email marketing. And we send out 1 to 2 emails per week and 1 to 2 text messages per week, which Omnisend offers as well. They do SMS and text message. And when we send emails, we cloak every single thing with our share and save link. So if they click on the link from an email and then they purchase in our shop, we save 4% on the fee for all of those sales. So that $2,400, because this is really the only additional thing that we do for outside marketing off of Etsy. Shopify is a different story, but for Etsy, this is the only thing that we do is these emails. And like you see, the results speak for themselves. And so you are going to want to make sure that when you drive that traffic back to your Etsy shop, you're cloaking everything with your share and save link. So you also save 4% on all the fees, since technically you're the one driving the traffic back to your shop, not Etsy. Part 6 is some additional pro tips. So number 1 is be consistent, right? Like you don't want to just send out one email or one text message and then only send out it again 6 months later during Christmas. You want to nourish that relationship, but it's really good because Omnisend allows you to schedule things out. So you could spend an entire day just setting up your automation, setting up your future broadcasts for your emails to fire automatically for you so you don't have to do it manually and send it one at a time. Again, SMS is another level of marketing. It is a little bit more expensive than your standard email, but once your list gets to around 1,000 people, it starts paying you back. So I would suggest maybe in the beginning, just do email, but once your list really, really grows to say over 1,000, right, then that's when that SMS really starts to kick in, because SMS converts way higher than email because it's obviously a text message. So you get way, way more sales from text message than email. But when you're doing both at the same time, those days are really fun because you just know you're going to make an extra boost in sales on that day. And again, Omnisend pretty much handles it all, right? They do SMS, forms, automations, broadcasts, all of the things for your shop. Like you literally don't need to do anything else. And then additionally, if you do want to open up a Shopify store like us, they even collect reviews for you, integrate with Shopify, and do all of the same things for your Shopify customers as well. All right, guys, I hope you got some serious value out of this video. Omnisend is going to be linked below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.